Hey Hebrew fans, this is Todd. So I got these figures, WilyKit and WilyKat, and I got them at two different times. I was waiting to get them both, and I kind of wanted to open these things up and show everybody how cool they are because I'm excited about getting these. Now, what was really hard is I actually got the Mattel ones a long time ago, and uh, did not open them. I purposely left them sealed in the so that as I knew that these would be worth, more later because they were the special release ones. But I'm going to pull these out just for a second to take a look at them in the box and do some comparison before we open it up from the box. So hold on a sec. So here is the figures that came with the Mattel 2-pack. And they are quite amazing looking figures. Actually, wow. I actually like the Mattel ones a whole lot better. Look at the coloring difference. These are more brown. The eyes are bigger. The hair is a whole lot brighter on there. We can tell that or not. My lighting's kind of yucky in here. And then here it's more orange. And the eyes don't have the big, giant, innocent kid eyes. Look how she looks too. And then here is the Super7 counterpart. Again, the face is not as good with Super7. I just thought they'd be the exact same figure. Even the belt is different. You can see here she has like a red belt and it has certain things on it. And here is the Mattel one. That is crazy. I just thought they'd be the exact same release. But there is quite a few little differences between them. Yeah, the Mattel version just looks so much cleaner. I don't know if cleaner is the right word. I just like the Mattel version so much better. Especially the big eyes. You can see they have the big eyes. So I may not be selling the Mattel version like I was planning because I figured I would keep the Mattel version in the package and sell it someday, but it just looks so much better. Man, oh, now I wish I did not open that outside box because now that I know what the Mattel one looks like, I'm going to always be, man. Okay, let's put these back away. Into the box they go. Saved for a future day that may never come. Oh, that's kind of painful. So now let's take a look at the Super7 inferior ones. Like, man, Hebrew. Cat in Moto, yes. Let's see who's joined us. Frankie, thanks for being here. Let's see, Dynamo, thanks for being here. Imperial, thanks for being here. Dorky Hippie 81, thanks for being here. Mike, thanks for being here. And Cometeer, thanks for being here. Juan Soto was the first one here. Welcome from Puerto Rico. All right, so let's go ahead and bust these things open. Now that my disappointment has been increased, I guess I'll learn to like these. Is the surfboard actually smaller too? That would be funny if the surfboard is smaller too. I think it might be. This surfboard goes from the head to the ankles. Let's take a look at it again. Sorry, I'm going to pull out the Mattel one again. Are those expensive? Super7 is charging $55 a piece for them. So they do run on the expensive side for being such a small figure. And it's funny because it charges extra for the larger figures. It just looks so much better. Oh, it's killing me. Man. Oh, look at that. The Mattel one does not have pinholes. I can't believe that. I thought for sure the Mattel one would have pinholes. I thought, well, at least Super7 will have that advantage. But it looks like Mattel actually stepped up their game when they made these particular figures. Okay, I'll put the Mattel ones back away, and I will be satisfied with the Super 7. That's so annoying. Why Super 7? Why couldn't you just use the same exact Mattel things they already set up when they made them? I don't know. Maybe they thought it was an improvement. Maybe they thought the smaller eyes matched the cartoon better. I don't know. I don't know. All right. We'll start with WilyKit. Now, what's funny is I've always called them WilyKit and WilyKat. I never knew which was which. And today I had to figure out which was which. I thought for sure they would have called Cat the girl, but it makes sense, I guess. Kit makes sense for the girl, I suppose. I don't know. WilyKit. Now, they did get rid of the outer box for Super 7. They used to have an outer box for all these. So when you'd open up your ThunderCats, you'd have a cool little sliding piece that went over the top. And that has been gone away with. I guess now that the plastic's been removed, they do look sharper. This plastic film was keeping a lot of the brightness of color in at bay. So let me find another Super 7 figure for a minute so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay, here I happen to have Bengali. I went and got another Bengali because my other one had a messed up bicep that was pushed in or some weird thing. And so let's just show you what I'm talking about here. What is that guy talking about? So you can see they still have the plastic wrap, but then they had this cool sleeve over the top. I like to refer to it as the reveal sleeve, because here we're going to reveal Bengali. But see how the sleeve works? So cool. But the new ones, they don't have the sleeve. And the old sleeve would fit on, but I've tossed some of these sleeves in the past. It's a tight fit. But you could stick the sleeve on there and have it. So now they're sleeveless. And now it's stuck. Oh, now I bent it. The reveal. All right. Bengali, you're going back in the box. What? Does he have the same bicep defect? I hope not. So, cool news. If you guys haven't seen it yet, they are making 2 new ThunderCat figures with light-up eyes. 2 of the main figures, Lion-O and the main bad guy, Mumra, is going to have light-up eyes. I, of course, pre-ordered both, and it looks like the new Lion-O doesn't have any pinholes either, so which is what I kept complaining about. Wow, look at this. This box is coming. Of course, I might have just caused that problem from sticking that sleeve on there, too. So that might have been my own fault from shoving that sleeve on there and forcing it to be mushed and mashed. Saving money on cardboard. Yes, cardboard is pretty expensive, especially when they gave us these figures that are smaller and use less plastic. I know. It's the paint apps that cost so much money. That's what we keep hearing all the time, especially for the heads. But still, you think if the figure itself is smaller, the price tag should be smaller. Otherwise, don't charge us more for the bigger figures. Because they charge us a whole lot more for Mumra because he's bigger, but don't give us a price discount for a smaller figure. In fact, they could have stuck her in a little box like that. Look at all the extra airspace. I feel like I just bought a bag of potato chips. But anyway, let's get her out of here. See, Future Dynamo says, I want that Lion-O, but without the light-up eyes. His eyes look weird when not lit up. Oh, I did not know that. I wonder if the head will be swappable somehow. We'll see how they battery-rise it. So we'll have to find out if the head is swappable or how that works. Okay, so on the back half, we have the border surfingness. The surfboard of power. And then we have a little thing to hold it up. Now, in the Mattel version, we saw that there was some extra accessories that these guys didn't come with. That's surprising, because usually Super 7 has more accessories in the Mattel version. There's a little articulation point up here. That's cool. Good job, Super 7. Woohoo! Nothing can move all around. Surfing USA. Of course, we're not surfing USA. They're surfing ThunderCats. She does come with some more little hands that are itty bitty bitty. And she comes with her little lasso whip, which I almost lost the piece, but it's all wrapped up. And she has an extra head where she is winking. This is the winking head. Actually, that paint job does look really nice. Okay, Super 7, I'll stop complaining. I guess the eyes do look really good on here. I better cut those supports off, because I could see, being she's so small, just snapping on me from forcing her out of the box without cutting these off first. Oh, let's try this side. Now, I did order the Lion-O Kid version. I didn't order them at first. It was kind of a later on afterthought. I thought, you know what? I'm going to want that later. Oh. I guess she comes apart at the waist. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about articulation. So we have ankle articulation. We have no boot cut. The knees bend, and they also twist right here. It looks like they use the same type of thing Mattel had for the same articulation. A small articulation point up here, and articulation point here. And again, these are really small joints, so be careful. Wrist articulation, shoulder articulation, and of course her head bobs around. And let's go ahead and stick her on her board of surfingness. Let's put this little doodly dab on. Oh, her waist moves too. That's right. Whoop, 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 whoop. We already knew that because it sort of came apart there. All right, Super 7. I gotta admit though, these joints do work a lot better than Origins figures. They don't seem to be stuck like we've seen with Origins figures where they will snap and break on you. So I guess that's a good thing. Just for kicks, let's compare her to an Origins figure, just for sizing. And you can see she actually would work as a kid, even for Origins. And it's funny because, like I said, 55, let me repeat that, $55 for this little itty bitty figure, and not much more articulation than our Origins figures. Yeah, I think it's crazy when they sell you a small figure like her or Snarf or something else and charge so much more. It should be less. And I remember we were talking about Star Wars Black figures, and when Grogu came out, he actually was less money. I'm surprised they didn't charge us the full price, like a full figure for Grogu. That is not going to fit on there. I'm going to have to heat it up and jam it on some other way. It's like it's running into the plastic on the inside. Okay, we'll put that on some other time. But let's get her on the surfboard. Surfing. So she has holes in the front of her feet. Not the heels, which I'm surprised they didn't stick it further back where there was more material. There we go. And there she is surfing. Woohoo! Now the surfboard is a little loose on, it doesn't actually hold it very well, but so if I go a little bit forward, it just kind of falls, so you have to kind of balance it. There we go. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and open up the other character over here, WilyKat. Yes, she does look cool. Definitely. They're sold out in a Big Bad Toy Store. Oh, man. Well, I better not break her then. That would really stink. Or him. He can't even fight his way out of a plastic bag. Ugh. And again, no more cardboard reveal. You can see this seam isn't quite as messed up as you saw before. I guess I should have read the back of the box. All right, time to back up. Let's read the back of the box for WilyKit. Okay. WilyKit is one of the mischievous Thunder Kittens who escaped the destruction of Thundera with the other ThunderCats. Together with her twin brother, oh, they're twins, wow. WilyKat, she loves racing across the third Earth on her hoverboard. And what is that? Beguiling the evil mutants with her homemade explosive capsules and smoke grenades. Often more brash than her cautious older brother, WilyKit is nevertheless a loyal and brave member of the ThunderCats. I saw this meme, it's pretty funny. If you yell ThunderCats and your friends do not yell ho, drop them. ThunderCats, ho! All right, let's go ahead and read the one for WilyKat. I'm surprised they didn't release these in the same wave. There were two separate waves for them. Let's go and read it anyway. WilyKat is mischievous and agile young Thundercat, known for his boundless curiosity and adventurous spirit. Alongside his sister WilyKit, he uses his cleverness, quick reflexes, and resourcefulness to keep up with the rest of the ThunderCats. WilyKat's spaceboard, lasso, and grenade capsules all come in handy during their adventures. Despite their playful nature, the Thunder Kittens are loyal allies and integral members of the ThunderCats. Cool. And some great artwork on the back as well. Look at that. Look at that. All right, let's get him out. Let's get him out. I'm all in on Mondo ThunderCats. Nice. Now, the Mondo ThunderCats are going to be the full 12-inch figures, though, right? From what I understand, not the new 6 or 7-inch line. So, I am not going to buy any more 12-inch figures. They just take up way too much space, personally. But I am really excited about the smaller Mondo 2000X figures. So, we'll see how those end up going. All right, he too has a surfboard. Now here's what's interesting is his surfboard is a different color than hers, and his packaging is only 1 layer thick instead of 2 layers. We saw her packaging had 2 layers, so I gotta remember the blue goes with the boy and the yellow goes with the girl, so I don't forget later on. Even the bottom has a little bit different too. Again, it's the yellow and blue, but well, this is funny. This is purple, and this is kind of a purplish blue. So even the edge on the outside is a little different coloring. Stay on your board. So, there we go. I don't remember which one came out first out of the waves. I think ThunderKit. I'm sorry, WilyKit. ThunderKit. WilyKit came out first, but I don't remember. Let's see if you guys know. No way. Chitara, I don't think was their mom. I think Chitara was too young to be their mom. I don't think so. Hey, I didn't break them. Look at that. All right, let's talk about articulation. We have ankle articulation here. Single jointed knee, which also twists back and forth too. We have a little hip action here, and he's got a little split in the side so he can get his legs really far if you wanted to. And his waist moves. And we've got wrist movement, single jointed elbow, and shoulder movement up here. And of course his head moves as well. Bump, 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 bump. Very cool. All right. And he has a little more accessories. He actually has grenades he can throw. Surprised she didn't come with grenades. And his lasso is a little bigger than hers as well. It looks like. It might be the same. It might be white, so it just looks different. I do like his secondary head, though, better. So let me see if I can get his head off without breaking him. The secondary head, the mouth is just slightly open, and I just think it looks better than his mouth like this. So I am going to swap out the heads. Okay, I am not going to swap out the heads because it's too tight in there without hot water. All right, let's go ahead and stick them on here. Now, I did notice these guys have really strong ankles. So you could just twist the ankle up and he will stay, which is kind of cool because you can do some really fun, different movements with that. So I'm glad they gave us some strong ankles on these figures. All right, let's compare their hands for a minute. Yeah, their hands are different sizes. I'm going to see how swappable their hands were to give her some grenades too. Fit. It's funny, hers is a little looser. His is actually a little tighter for both the way the foot fits in there and also the angularity not falling so quickly. There we go. Wily kittens, attack. All right, I need a bag for these. Where are my bags? I'll have to find my bags later. But let's go ahead and pull out some ThunderCats and let's have some fun comparing these things. ThunderCats. Oh, here is the mighty Lion-O next to them. Now this right here is the Mattel version. And you know what? I said it's Mattel, but I don't think it is. You know what? It's not. I take that back. Here's the mighty Mattel version. And this is the Super7 version over here. Oh, she is such a cool looking figure. She's one of my favorites. Okay, let's take a look here at your guys' comments. For my power dies. He looks a lot like Tigra. Let's take a look here. Oh, yes, he does. Maybe Tigra is his dad. Hello there, son. That would be so weird if I found out that all this time he was his dad and I had no idea. Because these two do seem like a couple kind of on the show. Yes, when Mattel was making these, I was collecting them too. And then yes, the line got canceled right before they made Mum-Ra. I'm like, no, we need Mum-Ra. And I remember I tried to make my own Mum-Ras and I had all kinds of stuff. And then finally, I got to my Mum-Ra and they made him extra large and extra cool. And oh, I was pretty happy when I got Mum-Ra finally. A decent size one, oversized, big old blue with his cape too. Yes. Mumra, the ever-living. Bah, 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 bah. They even gave us a glow-in-the-dark pre-transformation Mumra. Oh. And a non-glow-in-the-dark pre-transformation Mumra. Oh. I think his mouth's articulated. Look at that. No, I guess not. I thought his mouth's articulated, but I guess not. I guess not so. And what's fun about these is the size figures just vary so much. Don't get me wrong, I love classics and I love the Superman line, the He-Man line, but it's just fun how they actually made them different sizes. Like you can see this guy here. He, you know, is skinnier and different muscle style. His neck comes down and he just looks so cool. And yet he's so different than the other ThunderCats. It's just kind of a breath of fresh air instead of having all the guys look the same. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, look at this guy. This guy is a perfect example of them not meshing the figure in just to match. I mean, look at this. He is just so cool. I mean, look at the way they made this body. Ooh, now granted they use his body to make minions as well later on, which I did not get. But it's just so cool how they made us a whole different shaped figure. Completely different. And I tried to make my own one of these, but he was sorely lacking. See, here's my version that I tried making. He's okay. Not spectacular. But he was made before they made theirs, so I was happy with him until I saw how awesome they made him. Nope. My head. All right, let's look at your guys' comments. We're here to look at the kittens that have fallen. The fallen kittens of Eternia, Thundera. Put your foot in there. See, they can weave in and out of the pillars. Whoosh. That's cool. That's kind of a fun thing with the pillars and stuff too. Panthro is my favorite ThunderCat, says Mike. Yes, for years Panthro was mine as well. Panthro is a fun one. Now it's annoying because Panthro has the pins. Lion-O has the pins. Well, that's the Mattel one, but even the Super7 one has the pinholes. But the newer figures do not have the pins. And they're not remaking Panthro, but they are remaking him with the lighted eyes without the pins. Let's see how much better it looks when they're pinless. So here's my Bengali with the point in his bicep. With his crazy hammer. The hammer jammer. Thunder, 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 kittens. Meow. All right. There they are. Yeah, I know, Jeff. Knocking them all the time. Oh, Mike missed out on Tigra. Well, hopefully they'll release a new Tigra. They did release the clear one, which I know doesn't make up for the colored one, but where is the clear one? There he is. Wah, 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 wah. The only one I did not buy, and on purpose, was the Mumra Dream version. I'm like, it was only in one cartoon. I don't really need to buy the dream version of Mumra, where he invades, I think it's Lion-O's nightmares or something. So I did not particularly get that one. But I did get the yellow cheetah, which I didn't need to. So really, I'm not a completist on these. There's a lot of other figures I did not get in the line that are like, nah. And even with Silverhawks, I have a limited number that I've purchased. But I did get the Lion-O color change, which is a bummer because he doesn't have pinholes. But you can't use them in replacement. I am frozen. Boom, boom, boom. And it stinks. He only works in sunlight. You can't just use a UV light to change him. You have to actually have him in the sunlight. I'll even put frost on his fist thing. That's funny. Oh, the Spirit of Jaga. Yes, I wanted him too. I was stupid as I saw the Spirit of Jaga for sale on the website on Super7, and I didn't buy it because of shipping and handling. And then I paid later on because I paid over twice the price for one on eBay with the shipping and handling. And so I've been kicking myself for that one. Mike, did you get the 80s workout ThunderCat that has the red and black on? I'm not sure. Hey, Kay, thanks for joining us from Raleigh, North Carolina. It's funny, years ago, my wife and I were going to move to Raleigh, North Carolina. It's one of the top 10 places to raise a family. And we're like, yeah, we went and visited it, and we liked what we saw, but we ended up not moving there. So, dude, you are in one of the top 10 places to raise a family. Kudos to you, man. They need to reissue Ghost Jaga, given that how he is the most. Yep. And it's funny, when he came out, you could have bought as many as you wanted to, because it was one of those timed pre-order deals. But I thought they would, Big Bad Toy Store would get it, and they never did. Well, they did for a short while, I think. I don't know what the whole situation was, but I was dumb, and I didn't get him. And now I do have him, but again, it cost a pretty penny to get him. The Jane Fonda of ThunderCats because of his outfit. Okay, let me take a look here in my box. I thought it might have been this guy. You mean this guy here? He looks kind of like he's wearing a leotard. Huh. He's got the headband on. Is this the one you're talking about, man? Lion X. That's him. No, I didn't get him, Mike. I'm just kidding. Yes, I got him. Now, I believe he's the blind ThunderCat, right? So he has this tablet here, which is kind of a cool interface looking thing. Now, I'm really excited about getting the Thundar lair, or whatever they call it, the cat's lair. But I'm a little afraid of where I'm going to store it and with everything else I have, which is why I need to do some big sales coming up, so I got lots of room. I haven't even opened even one of my Silverhawks from Super7. I've opened the one Silverhawk that was from Ramen Toys, but that was it. Because I was like, where am I going to put them once I start opening them? So, Thunder Kittens, ho! Yes, Linux is cool. Langso? Linkso? Linkso, is that his name? Let's see. Frank says, have 3 Ghost Jagas. Wish they would make a blue glow-in-the-dark Ghost Jaga like the Blue Go Super 7 foot soldiers. That'd be cool. Yes, the headband and the outfit. It's, let's see. Well, they do call her, they do say G.I. Jane, and being Jane Fonda, we can call him Joe Fonda. It's Joe Fonda. Huh, huh. Do your aerobics in place. Any Safari Joe action figures? I don't think so. I did get him though. Snarf, snarf. Which I was pretty happy to get him too. Even though Snarf is like the Orko of ThunderCats, so he's always bothered me. Actually, I found out he was the nanny. The nanny. All right. Anyway, my iPad is running out of battery power. I have to find a bag to put all his accessories in before I lose them, because I am really good at losing stuff. So I will see you guys next time. Now I do have this Lion 02, which doesn't have pinholes, and I did try to swap the parts, but they changed the bicep hookup, so you just can't swap. So that's what I was going to do. Is I was going to swap the legs, swap the boots, swap the arms, and make my own pinless version. But unfortunately, it did not work because the biceps are connected differently now. It was like, man, that would have been perfect. But since they hook up differently, you just can't swap them out. In fact, these new biceps, it's not even connected anymore. It's actually connected here with a chute in here, and then this is just a tube. So it's so weird. This is just a tube between the two pieces. If I'm not mistaken, when I pulled it apart, that's what I think I saw. Where these ones here are actually the biceps connected here. Let me see. Yeah. I think that's what it was. I don't know. I don't remember now. My mind is failing me. Yeah, it is a tube. You can feel it when it rotates right there. So this pin, or this piece here, is actually connected to a pin that goes straight up, not to the bicep. You can see how it rotates, and it's a different color. So this is just a tube that's shaped like a bicep, which is kind of weird. So really the connection point is from here all the way to there in one shot. Where here it was connected to here, connected to here. The hip bone is connected to the leg bone. Not anymore. The bicep, you could take the bicep out of the assembly and still connect it. Just have a little pin going through there. So that's why it didn't connect. I mean, I guess I could have broken apart the torso and tried to swap it at the shoulder level. But then if I messed up, then I'm going to ruin, potentially ruin my blue figure here. But now that the new light up one's coming, we may get that after all. Anyone ordered Vipor? Let's see. Panther was Man at Arms. Yes, definitely. All right, you guys, thanks for joining me. I think that is the end. It was kind of fun going through all these. I still have a bunch left in the box, but this guy's cloth is fallen. Oh. I think this guy is so cool looking. I just wish he wasn't just Mumra in disguise. That is such a lame storyline. They could have done so much with this. That's okay. In my storyline, he's not Mumra in disguise. Mumra just pretended to be him, but this is the real one. I've been tempted to try to get a different head, one that doesn't have the eye patch on. That snake will look cool with my Eternia set. Yes, I suppose it could. Vipor. Yeah, I didn't actually order him. All right, that is it. And like they say in the ThunderCats, ThunderCats, ho! Well, I guess I say ThunderCats, you guys say ho. ThunderCats! And everybody text quickly, ho! Let's see. I convinced him badly all the time, though. Berserk Lion-O. All right, you guys. Good journey. Bye now.